necessarily talk about this subject per se, but um, it is a subject nonetheless. Let me see. I'm gonna play a song. Let me see what song. What song do I want to play? Yo, where my shit at? Oh wait, I know why. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I think I'll get some songs. I ain't gonna play this. I'm not gonna play this whole song. I'm just gonna play some of it. I'm just gonna play some of it. And I know these niggas mad, I ain't tripping, I'm good. One call, that fall on you, don't make me do it. Everybody taking your city, I got this shit, yo. Wait a minute. Let me check my watch, time to go to work. Bitch, I'm right back in my head, about to go berserk. Oh, that nigga left, he a hoe, tell him go to church. Say that they got next, so they guess I gotta get it first. The truth hurts, I'm on fire, let it burn a bit. Fuck a hoe, cut a bitch off like a tourniquet. Then I put up on the bed, everything I drop, heavy little nigga, watch your head. He ain't one west, he a fed. 25th, you became ill bread. Oh, he mad with her, I ain't worried about a damn thing. Nigga, I'm stripped down, put it like a hamstring. Touch down, finna fly down, take the drop. Touch king child, gonna be very hard to stand out. Bitch, we outside, so you know you can't stand there. She ain't gonna die for this shit, I told him, hell yeah. Get it, I got it, I'm ready. Hey, that's one of like my favorite songs. Definitely makes the gym selection. The best interview is with you and Tariq. Any more interviews with you and him? I'm actually glad you said that. Maybe I'll take a screenshot and send it to the brother. Let me see. Oh shit. Maybe I think I did it wrong. I'll take a screenshot. God, making the screen go out. Maybe I'll take the screenshot and send it to him. I'm up early, waiting for this place to open so I can go inside. And I said, let me do a Car Chronicles. What made me do this particular Car Chronicles, I heard, where's my man at? Ed Lover, right? So
we get to go to their
house. There's this interview that Umar Johnson. So Umar Johnson does this Joe Budden podcast interview. And I think a couple topics. I didn't watch all. I haven't seen the whole interview. I saw a clip of Umar Johnson saying, not to date snow bunnies. Of course, I'm in agreement with that. Leave the snow bunnies alone. I want to hear the whole dialogue because I I get on Umar about that school, but there's a lot of things Umar said. I had the opportunity. I think I met Umar twice. There are some things he says that I like. Of course, there's a lot of things he says that I don't like. There's some things he says for shock value, which ain't nothing really wrong with that. I mean, if you're in media, you're going to have to say some things for shock value. And so what he said about not dating snow bunnies, for those that don't know what a snow bunny is, that's a white woman. And so when he talks about that, I agree with him. Even when he talks about the wealth perspective, using the perspective, my angle, of course, is biblical. What governs who we're with. I have to find where my pick at. What governs who we're with intimately, as far as relationship goes, for me, everybody knows I was looking for that, my pick. Everybody knows it's biblical. So biblically speaking, is why we don't deal with not just the snow bunnies, but we don't deal with African bunnies, East Indian bunnies, Chinese bunnies. We don't deal with none of them bunnies. All our women are clean. Bunnies are not clean. So I get with them with that. So there was a conversation when it came to Eminem, right? So with the whole Eminem conversation, I did not particularly. Now I ain't hear the whole conversation, but the clip that they put out, he said Eminem can't be the GOAT And of course, GOAT stands for greatest of all time. He can't be the GOAT because he's white. I understand why people make the statement he can't be the GOAT because he's white. But that's kind of a weak argument. And the reason why I say it's a weak argument, hold on, let me share this first. I didn't share this in the zones. Let me come over here. Let me share it. Let me come here. Let me share. Let me share it in my Instagram channel. Make sure y'all join my In the Lab channel. I don't know how to add more people to it, unfortunately. We live. Let me share this on my Facebook. Live now. All right, share it on Facebook. All right, so the reason why, so like people say, well, Eminem can't be the greatest of all time because he's white. And at the surface level, it just seems it's not really an intelligent way to answer it. So like if you think about it, right, the National Basketball Association, what today is called the NBA, was not founded by black people. But when you say who's the greatest NBA player, you do not think Bob Cousy. The silhouette of the NBA is Jerry West, which is a white guy. But when you think greatest basketball player of all time, you're going to say LeBron James. That's number one, LeBron James. Number two is Michael Jordan. And then you're going to get into like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell. Who else might you say? Younger generation might say Kevin Durant and shit like that. But it's going to be a long time before you get down to a Larry Bird, the Bob Cousy, what other white boy? Dirk Nowitzki. You're going to get down. LeBron James is the greatest of all time, right? But before you get, LeBron James is the greatest of all time. Greatest. There ain't a better, listen, hold on. Oh, now we're going to get off Eminem for a second. I'm going to tell y'all why LeBron James is the greatest of all time. When people say Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan is the first of his kind. Now, people might say, well, Dr. J existed before that. But Dr. J was 6'10". Dr. J was 6'10" and athletic for 6'10". When Mike came, Mike is the first. And he was the first in an era where there was nobody like Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan came, motherfuckers was on cocaine, they was drinking beer. That's why you can go down there in the Pistons. Vinny the Microwave Johnson was considered a great player. Rick Mahorn was considered, like, the people that was considered great was not athletic at that time. So Mike came in, Mike got rid of them. Remember when Mike came in, they had the shorts up to here. If this is the foot, this is the knee, this is the thigh, the shorts was up here. Mike came in, bought the baggy jeans, bought the sneakers. His athleticism was unparalleled at the time. But even with all that athleticism, that nigga wasn't winning. The day he dropped them 63 points against the Celtics, which was amazing, they got swept in that series. He didn't even win the game. So as Michael Jordan came, and then people started emulating Michael Jordan, then after that, that's when you started having more athletic players. When Mike left, when Mike retired in 1993, the very next year, when the Knicks beat the Bulls, the only reason they beat them was because of a phantom play. It was a phantom foul on Scottie Pippen from Hubert Davis. Otherwise, the Bulls was going to the NBA Finals they would have went to the finals 4 years in a row without that fluke play. When LeBron left Cleveland, When LeBron left the Cleveland Cavaliers, first of all, LeBron took a bunch of bums to the damn finals to lose to the Spurs. When he left the Spurs, when he left the Cleveland Cavaliers, they fell off. So nobody takes away from Mike's greatness, but what LeBron has done, LeBron came in as a teenager. LeBron came in a teenager in the day and age of social media, had the weight of the world on his shoulders. And LeBron in year, what is in year like 55? LeBron is still today in his 20-something year. LeBron is like in his 21st season, and he's still top 5. Give me 5 players that are legitimately better than LeBron. The nigga's still averaging like 28, 7, and 7. I mean, there's never going to be a player like LeBron at all. Ja Morant, you could say, is Mike. But I'm not talking about winning, because winning requires more than just one player. Mike did not win by himself. Mike needed help. Everybody needs teammates to win. It's a team game. So, there'll never be another LeBron. There'll never be 20-something years and a nigga is playing at the peak level. If y'all can give me the fall off of LeBron, then you got me. But let me get back to the subject, because I could talk about this all day. When it comes to Eminem, you can't use he's white as the argument. You have to actually use the music as the argument to why he's not the greatest. Now, with 58 people, let me get the roll call. I did not do the roll call. And I know all y'all Michael Jordan stans is going stone cold crazy because Mike ain't the GOAT. And it's impossible for Mike to be the GOAT. It's impossible. With LeBron playing. Now, without LeBron, then you got Mike. Mike is definitely the GOAT. But when LeBron came, he took that title away. I'm sorry. He just took the title. So let me shout out to Derek Ford, Michael Love, Imawan, Rakah, Shapala, Shakara, Mashamar, Four Wings Jumbo, mixed jumbo on the side. That's crazy. Barack Wana, Nizam, Lirsi, Bakaya, Ala Rhoda, Malakaya, Lirsi, Samantha, Malakwath, Takoa, let me see, Monty, B. Martin, Emperor, I think I'm getting everybody. Rain Man, Lirsi, I think I got everybody. All right. LeBron do way more than Mike. You know what I mean? LeBron make his players better and shit. So, in this day and age, Michael Jordan was damn near Draymond Green, the way he beat up his teammates and shit. So now, so when it comes to Eminem, you can't use that Eminem is white. You can't. And you can use that he's white. You just can't use him being white as the primary argument. Here's what I mean. When you talk about greatest of all time, there's not a lot of rappers that you can really put in the category of greatest of all time. It's really not. So I'm going to tell you all the rappers that you can actually put. Now remember, and then at the same time, remember this is music. So music doesn't really have a winner because it's an art form. It's not like basketball where you're looking at statistics, or football where you're looking at statistics. You got to look at trendsetter, change the game, patterns, like who's following after him and stuff. You have to look at those things when you're talking about greatest of all time. So there's a few that you could put in there. I'm going to name a few. Rakim, like, changed the flow. Like, before Rakim, they was like a hip hop, a hip it to the hip it to the hip hop to, you know what I mean? They was more so talking like that. So you can't really so you could put Rakim in that category. And even as I say Rakim, when you think about people that changed the game, Rakim is one, Slick Rick is one. Slick Rick is one, but you can't put Slick Rick in the greatest of all time. But Slick Rick is like the first storyteller. And these are things, and I'm naming people that people emulated after. People emulated Slick Rick's storytelling style after. So you got Slick Rick, you got Rakim, you got Snoop. Snoop Dogg is one. Scarface is one. You could say from a group perspective, NWA. So, but out of NWA, I would say Ice Cube is one. I don't like this person, I'm gonna say, but you got to put Biggie as one. I don't like Biggie as the greatest of all time because I just don't think he had enough of a run. But Biggie's impact. Here's what I mean when I say Biggie's impact. And this also has to go into greatest of all time. Snoop is a GOAT, and you can make an argument for greatest of all time because what Snoop brought to the game was like the platinum selling being the norm. Like when Snoop Dogg hit the ground, especially with Doggy Style. Doggy Style is like, I mean, well, before you even get to Doggy Style with Nothing But a G thing, when Snoop came into the game, he changed the whole shit. Like he took, you could say, even though NWA existed, Above the Law existed, Ice Cube existed, when Snoop came out, Snoop took rap from the East Coast. Like he took that shit. Like Snoop took rap to where now where was East Coast rap when Snoop and them hit? Like them niggas was on the back burner for a second. Like even Nas, as critically acclaimed as Illmatic was, and Nas is my personal GOAT, as critically acclaimed as Illmatic was, when Illmatic hit, the West Coast was killing that shit, and then Biggie came. That's what puts Biggie on the map. Biggie was what New York needed at that time. At the time that Biggie came out, it's like, damn, Biggie brought the shit back. Like Biggie made it like Biggie had the damn Dreams of Effort, the R&B chick. Biggie had the Real Love remix for Mary J. Biggie had that shit. Biggie had that Biggie had the it factor. You know, and Biggie was like a combination of like Kane, you know what I mean? Because you gotta put Big Daddy Kane in there. But Big Daddy Kane fell off when Big Daddy Kane started doing all that singing with Barry White talking about how does it feel? So Big Daddy Kane, you know, he kind of fell off for a second. But Biggie could spit. The reason why the Coogee sweaters and all that shit like that, that's all Biggie. Biggie, when Jadakiss said Big bought the East back, you better believe that. Like, that's real talk. That's what, when you're talking about greatest of all time, you're talking about stuff like that. Tupac, people want to put Tupac as the greatest of all time. Tupac can't go down as the greatest of all time, but he can go down as like either like the realest or most controversial. The controversy around Tupac, because Tupac was out for a long time, but Tupac didn't really hit as far as selling and impact until he got with Death Row. If Tupac doesn't get with Death Row, we don't know what really is Tupac. Tupac was just that controversial cat. You know what I mean? There you go, Michael Love. Most influential, definitely Tupac, especially because when Tupac came out, here's what you got to say about Tupac, and here's why I don't put Biggie as the greatest of all time. When Biggie came out, when Tupac came out, he was on Biggie's ass, and Biggie was quiet. Biggie was throwing like subliminal. Tupac was saying, I F'd your B. Biggie was saying, if Faith had twins, she probably have two Pacs. Like it wasn't hitting. If you think about battle, if you think about hip hop in its purest form, you had to battle. KRS-One battled all of Juice Crew and shut Juice Crew up. You could say KRS-One was the first one to destroy a whole crew. He destroyed Juice Crew. Destroyed them. Destroyed Juice Crew so bad, Kane didn't rep Juice Crew like that no more. G-Rap didn't rep Juice Crew like that no more. After the bridge is over, Juice Crew was over. Outside of the symphony, you didn't hear Juice Crew. And I know y'all listen to God, like this is a pure hip hop. Why Eminem is not the GOAT Car Chronicles. That's what this is about, right? And so I'm only talking about things that left like such an impact, and it was mimicked afterwards. Even like what Masha Mar brought out with Ice Cube, what make Ice Cube went at a whole crew. Ice Cube's No Vaseline was so destructive. NWA didn't even respond to that shit. NWA had nothing to say. Nothing. NWA couldn't say nothing. That's impact, right? So even like Emperor's bringing up Eminem's lyrical prowess. Nobody's, and that's why I'm saying, like, you can't say Eminem is white as the reason he can't, because Eminem can rap, but Black Thought could rap too from the roots. But nobody is saying Black Thought is a GOAT. Roscos out of Cali can rap too, but nobody's saying that because he got that pen game, he's GOAT. It gotta be more than that. Lupe Fiasco can rap, but like with the pen game, but nobody is putting him down as the GOAT. LL Cool J got to go down as a GOAT. Like, you got to make a case for him. The reason why, like, LL is like the Drake before Drake, like, as far as rhyming for women. Like putting brothers in, making it cool for brothers to rap about. Like, back in the day, the criteria for your songs was, no matter what you did, you had to have a positive rap song and you had to have a love song. Even NWA had Express Yourself. Even NWA had F the Police. As gangster as they was, they had to do something like that, because that was almost like the criteria that you have to have for music, and LL did that. So now when we talking about GOATs, so now you got the Biggie, address to Tupac, DMX was for the grimy what Biggie was for the East Coast. Because when DMX came out at a time when they was doing all that shiny suit and bubblegum type of rap. A lot of garbage was out during that time. DMX hit the ground. I mean, DMX was like, I got an army of 730 niggas, dirty niggas. They come through and worry niggas, dirty niggas that like to bury niggas. Listen, let me tell you something. Look, this ain't a monetization, right? I'm gonna show y'all how DMX hit the ground, right? I'm gonna show y'all DMX, right? I'm gonna show y'all how DMX hit. Now, this song came out on DMX album, right? But this was on the mixtapes. I'm gonna show y'all something. Hey, yo, let's get papers and put me 3 feet, cause when we creep no more than 3 started something. Don't come at me with no bullshit, use caution, cause when I wet shit, I dead shit, like abortions for bigger portions of extortion and racketeering. That nigga's fearing. Fuck what you heard is what you hearing. How much darker must it get? How much harder must it hit? See if I hard as niggas spit when I start a bunch of shit. I like pussy, but not up in my face, and give me 3 feet, cause when we creep no more than 3 deep. Niggas see shit. He about to go left field with this shit. Follow with traces of gunpowder as it do in blood. A positive idea is impossible. So you know, John Doe is what they gonna be putting on that tag. Now this came out before this album came out. This came out like 97. Number dog was a hard-headed nigga that wouldn't listen, so you got what you came for. Surgery with the chainsaw. I hit the fucking streets, cause like I said before, ain't nothing going down until I eat. Motherfuckers think it's all about impressing bitches and stressing bitches while I'm testing bitches' game, undressing bitches and caressing bitches. And dealing with motherfuckers at all levels. What I'm dealing with is all devils, fucking mistakes, one of the niggas you call rebels. I got an army of 730 niggas, dirty niggas, they come through and worry niggas, 30 niggas, I like to bury niggas. And scary niggas get it all the time, cause what they got is all of mine. Your man was talking shit until I pulled the 9. And if I don't know you, I don't fuck with you. And if you with my man, then he getting stuck. Listen, X came with that right there. And that was that grimy snot like we needed at that time, because it was just too much shiny suit crap. It's just too much shiny suit. So X is one. 50 Cent is one. So now at this time, like when X and all them come in, you got Eminem comes out, and Eminem comes from a battle rap background. But when he came with the music, like his song was, hi, my name is who? My name is who? My name is, that's his song. And Eminem shouldn't have came out with gun bars and all of that stuff like that, right? He should have came out in his lane, and that was his lane. But here's why you can't make the case for Eminem being the GOAT. Nobody copied the lane. Nobody copied the lane. He didn't even trend set nothing, because outside of Eminem, what other white guy are you putting up there? Bubba Sparks? Who else? Paul Wall? Like, nobody, I won't go as far as say, the only song I like from Eminem personally is I Am Whatever You Say I Am. That shit fire. That shit fire. I won't front. Listen, I'm gonna give Eminem some love. Y'all never, no, I'm not even gonna do that. But I Am Whatever You Say I Am is fire. But nobody, outside of the popular songs like Lose Yourself or Slim Shady and stuff like that, nobody is gonna give you that hot bar. There's no cadence from Eminem that people emulated. There's no rhyme flow from Eminem that people emulated. There's no pattern that came after him that you're gonna emulate. When we're talking about the greatest of all time, what style or what did Eminem put forth that somebody said, I want to be like Eminem? That's what makes you a greatest of all time. The only thing Eminem can be is the greatest white rapper of all time. That's what he is. Now, when y'all talk about Jay-Z, so now Jay-Z, like, a lot of the love and admiration that Jay-Z got was because that was Biggie's man, and when Biggie died, all the fans of Biggie transformed to Jay-Z. Now, of course, Jay-Z can rap, Jay-Z can spit, Jay-Z can do all that, but that's how Jay-Z kind of got in his lane. Reasonable Doubt is like one of the best albums. I don't know no track really that I can't listen to. Like, Reasonable Doubt is a playable album all the way through. There ain't not one song you can't play that you're gonna skip past. Politics as Usual is my favorite song on Reasonable Doubt. But Eminem can't be a GOAT because nobody emulated him. Nobody took his style and built up. They took Schoolie D style, that's Slick Rick. They took Slick Rick style, that's Nas, and every other storyteller. Scarface is another one. Scarface is like another great. So like when you think about saying Eminem is the greatest of all time, you're saying that he's better than a Scarface, and he's not. He didn't do it. The impact that Scarface had is better than Eminem's. The impact that KRS had is better than Eminem's. The impact that a lot of other people that you would say is the greatest of all time is better than Eminem's. Eminem's impact is only on white America. Eminem's impact is not on white America and black America. Whereas Biggie's impact is on both. Tupac's impact is on both. Snoop's impact is on both. Nas' impact is on both. 50 Cent impact is on both. X impact is on both. Drake impact is on both. So Eminem is going to always be in people's minds because this is a white guy. I was talking to my rib earlier this morning, like when Murder Mook battled Iron Solomon. Murder Mook is another guy y'all gotta stop saying is the greatest of all time. Murder Mook is a legend because he came up. Murder Mook is a legend, like Lux is a legend, like J Mills is a legend, T-Rex, Reed Dollars. Like from the battle rap position, those guys are legends because they laid down the foundation. But I guarantee you nobody has given me the legendary Mook bars. Like Lux got Harlem Hospital giving beds out. As great as that bar was, he also got the greatest choke. But then he also got that legendary third round. Lux got that legendary battle versus Hollow the Don. Lux and Hollow the Don is arguably one of the greatest battles because every time I've listened to it, I've come out with a different winner. I would give it to Lux, then I give it to Hollow. Give it to Lux, then give it to Hollow. Another one that's a greatest battle, that Easy and Chess battle, I give it to Chess every time I listen to it, but that's another one. So, but in the conversation that Murder Mook had, Murder Mook said he was breaking down Iron Solomon. He was like, Iron Solomon is like that white guy when you go down to the basketball court. He looking like he could, you know, he looked like he can't play. He got the knee pads on and shit, but you need a 10th man. So you pick him because you need a 10th man. You playing 5-on-5, but nobody's passing him the ball. And then one day you pass the white boy the ball and he start dribbling. He go hard in the paint, do a reverse dunk. The crowd going crazy because they can't believe the white boy did it. And then the very next play, the black guy does the same thing the white boy does, but it doesn't get the same reaction because to us it's regular shit. So what Eminem can do is regular shit. He can rap. Definitely. You cannot say Eminem can't rap. He can rap. Whether you like his rap or not, that ain't what I'm talking about. But Eminem can rap, right? But it's not outstanding to where somebody says, when I rap, I want to rap like Eminem. Who's ever said that? But you can say, I want to rap like Snoop. I want to rap like X. I want to rap like Biggie. I want to rap like Nas. I want to rap like Jay. I want to rap like Jake. I want to rap like this person. The only people that would say they want to rap like Eminem is white people. No black person is saying I want to rap like Eminem. Even the rappers that say, oh, you know what? I forgot to mention Big Pun. Yo, Big Pun will rap circles around a lot of cats. Big Pun is another one that will rap circles around a lot of cats. Word is bond. Yeah, okay, because that is a good one. Mook's bar with the Iverson is that is a good one. So I just wanted to have like Umar, you gotta probably know hip hop to disqualify Eminem from being a GOAT in hip hop. You can't say because he's black, because he's white, he can't be the GOAT. That's a kindergarten response. A collegiate level response, then Emperor Dan made an excellent point about album sales. You notice I didn't bring up album sales because album sales don't make you the GOAT. Otherwise, we got to talk about Vanilla Ice. We got to talk about MC Hammer. We got to talk about Nelly. We got to talk about rappers that nobody puts in. That's what you got to put in there. If you're not doing that, if you're not putting in there, you know what I mean? You got to start putting, if you're talking about album sales, now it's a different conversation that you're going to have if you're talking about album sales. So we can't go, I don't look at album sales. Like right now when I'm going to album sales, Nelly sold 23 million albums. Nobody's talking about him as being the greatest. The Beastie Boys, nobody's talking about them. You know what I'm saying? So you can't use the album sales as the litmus test for it. So I just wanted to have this conversation because I saw Ed Lover talk about it. Ed Lover, even when Ed Lover did it, Ed Lover said, you can't say Eminem is not one of the GOATs. Even Ed Lover knew to say not the GOAT because Ed Lover wouldn't do that. But Eminem can rap. You just can't say he's the GOAT. He can't be a GOAT. If you want to say he's great, that's up to you. I wouldn't even put him as great. I think what makes Eminem be in the conversation is that for white people, he was their Michael Jordan. Like Eminem is the Michael Jordan for white people. That's what he's the one card that white people are gonna put out and say, yes, we can rap because Eminem came out and he rapped, so that proves we can rap. That's what he's going to be. What separates us is we have a lot of Eminems in their field. They only have one. We have many. In the NBA, we got many. NFL, we got many. In everything that white people have founded, we have many GOATs. In what you say hip-hop is a black, and really hip-hop is a black and Hispanic culture. But in that culture, there's only one that they have that they can say. And that's why he's regarded. Now, he's not the Steve Kerr, he's the Larry Bird. Like you know, you gotta take your feelings out of it. Like Eminem is the Larry Bird. Larry Bird was a now, but although I think Larry Bird is better than Eminem though, but I'm damn near disrespecting Larry Bird when you think about it, because Larry Bird was a dog. Larry Bird was a dog in the 80s. Larry Bird was a fucking monster on the court. Like Larry Bird could play basketball. It wasn't just a white, like, matter of fact, Eminem is like Jerry West or something. Eminem or Dirk Nowitzki. Larry Bird is even in a class by himself, because Larry Bird actually could play. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to keep it too long, but I did want to talk about that because it was something that came up. All right? Shalom.